Hey YouTube, Fired Up Prepper here. This video is on being aware of the conditions of your neighborhood. What do I mean by that? How do you know or keep on top of things that are going on in your neighborhood, where you live, in your community? But most importantly, right in your immediate neighborhood, you know, that 2, 3, 4 block area surrounding your home. Here's what brought this particular video on. About 2 weeks ago, I came home and got out of the truck, and right there by the side of the curb, there's one of these little, I don't know anything better to call them, these little drug baggies. You've seen them on TV if you've ever watched any of the shows on, you know, drugs and all that stuff, the dealers. Well, they'll take, you know, whatever the drug is, and they measure it out, of course, and that's how they sell it. But they use these little, say, inch and a half by inch little plastic Ziploc baggies. And there was one laying by the curb in front of my house. Then 2 weeks ago, I think, or a little over a week ago, I was cleaning out on the alley side behind my fence, all the vines and weeds and stuff growing up there in the landscaping, and I found another one. Then just this last week, I got out of the truck on the other side of the house. We live on a corner. We have a corner lot. First one I found was in front of the house. Second one I found was in back along the fencing, and the third one was on the other side where I normally park. And I picked it up. I didn't want to pick the other ones up, but I picked this one up because I got the idea of making a video. And I picked it up, and it had little dollar signs on it. I thought the entire bag was green. When it's laying on the concrete, it looked like the entire bag was green, but it was a clear bag, and it had little green dollar signs on it. There's no other reason for that kind of thing to be in your neighborhood other than people doing drugs in your neighborhood. Now, I happen to know that a certain home in our neighborhood deals. I've seen them do deals. We live in suburban Richardson, bedroom type community. We live on, just an area. I mean, I know drugs are everywhere, okay? But I know that this particular home, very, very close to us, that they deal. I've seen them do deals in the middle of the street. You see cars pull up, go inside, come out. Not as much as it used to, but I know it still happens. One time I was leaving, and a particular working van had pulled up, got his stuff, left, and I was going to the store, and I happened to be going down the street, and he pulled over to a certain area and was doing his stuff. So how do you know what's going on? You need to be aware. You need to be on top of what's going on. You know, if you need to make changes, if you need to move or whatever. Before my wife and I bought our first home, before we were even married, we had an apartment, and her sister and her was living together when we first met, and I went down the stairs. We lived on the second floor. I went down the stairs one day, and there's a damn hypodermic needle at the bottom of the stairs, and I said, that's it. We're out of here. So very shortly after that, we bought our first home and moved into Richardson. Not this house, but another house that we had before we moved to Florida for 2 years. So anyway, look, you have to get out in your neighborhood. When you're driving around, don't be so focused just on going back and forth to the store, going back and forth to work, and all you're looking at is the traffic. Look around and see what's going on. Look at the conditions of things. Look at the vehicles. Look at the people. And just start getting that feeling of knowing what's going on. Now, you're lucky if you have... We just got a new dog, and the only way that she'll go to the restroom, you got to walk her. So we walk her. So we're out taking turns walking her, and that gets you right out, going up and down different streets, out alleys. I take her into alleys, and I'm being observant. I'm observing what's there and what's around and who has what going on. And I'm not being a nosy neighbor. I'm just preparing myself, giving myself some information, basically. That's what I'm doing. I'm getting my information bank of the status of my neighborhood. And I think that's very important in a without rule of law type situation. If the grid goes down and martial law and a lot of different things, and things are going wild, but just everyday living, you have to be aware of your surroundings. I preach this during the the Christmas holiday season, when people are out shopping and women are out shopping by themselves or with each other, or whatever. They're going shopping late at night, and it's dark, and they're not parking under the light. They're not getting their keys ready to get in their vehicle. They don't have any mace or pepper spray or anything with them, just in case. Be aware of your surroundings. When you're standing at the gas pump, don't stand with your back to the building where everybody's walking in and out. Stand with your back to the pump or to the back of your vehicle. That way, you know everything that's going on in front of you, and you can see visually. If you're just sitting there staring at your pump, watching the gas go in, anybody can come up behind you, conk you on the head, grab you, push you in your vehicle, do whatever. Of course, could be men or women, whatever. But be aware of your surroundings, and that's what the whole being on top of what's going on in your neighborhood is about, is being aware of the surroundings of your neighborhood. I don't know of any nice neighborhood that doesn't have a not so nice neighborhood very, very close to it. I've lived in gated communities before, and across the street, you wouldn't want to be. So you have to be aware of the adjacent neighborhoods, what's going on. We have in our area, we have a monthly newsletter that the city sends out, and literally will tell you all the different crime that's gone on, whether it's, home invasions or vandalism or stolen cars or whatever. They let you know, and they kind of got it split up in the area so you can see, wow, in my block radius, there was 3 robberies last month. So if you have anything like that, I know that you can contact your local police department or whoever, city, and get that information if you don't have a newsletter that comes in like us. So very, very important. And I got another video that I need to post that I made, and I talk about the top, maybe did I post this? I think I posted it the other night. I went to post it, and it wasn't successful for some reason. But I talked about the top 5 things to prep, and then the bonus was, the more you learn, the more prepared you'll be. But one of those, I think it was number 4 or 5, was have a group of other preppers with different skill sets than you, and blah, blah, blah. So how do you do that? Well, you can hold a class, say, hey, we're having a prepping class, and you can teach some basics, have a couple of little handouts, Tell them some sources that they can use to get more information. And I'm telling you, one of the best sources is YouTube. I mean, there's so many videos out there, so many people, and you just take what works for you and use it and do it, whatever. A lot of kooks out there too, but you got to take the good with the bad with the good. So anyway, be on top of what's going on in your neighborhood, especially around your house, around your block, around your half block. Keep your eyes open, be aware, and be aware of your surroundings. That's it. That's it for this particular video. My lips aren't wanting to work. I guess I'm getting tired. But hope everyone plans on having a great 4th of July weekend, great Independence Day weekend. Today is July 2nd, Saturday. And I started a 4-day weekend today, so I got 3 days left after today. See you on the next video. Stay fired up. Fired up.